Good afternoon. I'm Matt Mace with the NWI.com headlines for Monday, August 9th. Northwest Indiana casinos could be going on a roll with overall July revenues at the 5 boats notching their second monthly gain of the year. Overall revenues totaled $108.1 million in July, a 4.9% increase from July 2009 revenues of $103 million, according to the Indiana Gaming Commission's monthly revenue report. June was the first month this year that overall casino revenues exceeded those of the same month a year ago, but the June gain was only a meager 0.4%. The government's point man on the Gulf oil spill says BP has resumed drilling a relief well meant to intersect the blown-out well and seal it for good. Retired Coast Guard Admiral Thad Allen said Monday that cement forced down from the top of the crippled well last week has hardened enough that workers could begin drilling the final 100 feet of the relief well. Engineers were drilling 20 or 30 feet at a time, then pausing to make sure they were still on the correct course to hit the broken well. It could be the end of the week before the wells intersect. On the 65th anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima, William Conover recalls building the runway the plane carrying the bomb took off from. The retired Indiana Court of Appeals judge and Munster resident said he wasn't happy the bombings happened, but that it was necessary. Read more of his story at NWI.com. U.S. Senator Richard Lugar is urging federal regulators to use common sense as they consider tightening rules on the dust kicked up by the nation's farms. The Indiana Republican makes that request in a letter to U.S. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Lisa Jackson. Lugar says he's worried about the potential impact stricter dust regulations could have on Indiana, especially on farms and rural communities. Lugar says that as the EPA weighs imposing tighter dust rules under the Clean Air Act, it should be mindful of the impact they may have on Indiana farmers, as well as farm-related businesses, counties, and government entities that maintain roads. Read more on these stories and get the latest news updates here at NWI.com.